Manōdharma Sangītam, Part 4.
Welcome to the lecture series on Carnatic music. The objective of this session is to deal with the following topics. 1. Introduction to Pallavi. 2. Structure of Pallavi. 3. Characteristics of Pallavi. 4. Varieties of Pallavi. And 5. Stages of exposition.
Pallavi. Pallavi is the most important branch of Manodharma Sangītam. It is in this branch of Manodharma Sangītam that the musician has ample opportunity to display his creative talents, imaginative skills, artistic sense, and musical intelligence. The Pallavi, including the Sangatis, belongs to the sphere of Kalpita Sangita, since the whole thing is well thought out beforehand and composed either by the performer or by some other musician. But the exposition of the Pallavi, which is the most important part of it, belongs to the sphere of Manodharma Sangītam. The subject of the Pallavi has its theoretical, practical, and historical aspects.
Structure of Pallavi. The term Pallavi is said to be made up of the initial syllables of the three words Pada, words, Laya, time, and Vinyasa, variations. Thus, Pa plus La plus V gives rise to the word Pallavi. The words of the Pallavi may either be on a sacred theme or a secular theme in any language. The words may also be of an amorous, satirical, or humorous character. The Sahitya of a few Pallavis consists of the first words of some well-known songs. Pallavis in Manipravala Sahityas also exist. The Prathamanga and Dvitiyanga are the two parts of a Pallavi, and the dividing point is called the Pada Garbham or Arudhi. These two parts may be of equal or unequal length. Just as there are major ragas and minor ragas, there are major Pallavis which admit of a long and detailed treatment, and minor Pallavis which are intended to be used in concerts of shorter duration. The composition in Shankarabharana Raga and Aditala, Chakkagani Bhajana Jese, can be quoted as an example of a major Pallavi. The composition in Shankarabharana Raga and Aditala, Chakkagani Bhajana Jese, can be quoted as an example of a major Pallavi. The composition in Kapi Raga and Rupakatala, Muruga Unnai Nambine Nayya Panniru Kayya, is an example of a minor Pallavi.
Characteristics of Pallavi. The music of a Pallavi should be interesting to hear and must reflect the Swarupa of the Raga. The music and the Sahitya must be as an organic whole and must provide a feeling of completeness. The Pallavi provides intellectual pleasure and aesthetic joy to the listener. A musician may show his talents by handling some well-known classical Pallavi in an artistic manner, or by composing Pallavi with technical beauties and rhythmical intricacies. A Pallavi may be composed in any raga, tala, and tempo, provided it satisfies the general rules of a musical composition. Pallavis may be composed in common ragas like Shankarabharanam, Bhairavi or Todi. It can also be composed in uncommon ragas like Shubhapantuvarali and Mandari. They may also be composed in ragas which are known for their limited scope like Gaulipantu, Sama and Surati. Pallavis in common talas like Adi, Rupaka, Jampa and Triputa exist in huge numbers. The dhatu or musical setting of a pallavi is sometimes colored with the introduction of varieties in nadai in the pratamanga or the dvitiyanga portion. Pallavis involving gati bedas and pallavis in 16 and 32 kalas are more complex. There are also pallavis in mixed tempos. The pallavi in Todi Raga is an example of this type. Gandhi Mahatmuni, Palinchura, Pannuranga, Mohanadasa, Karamchanda. A pallavi with the Pratamanga in Tishragati and Dvitiyanga in Chatushragati or vice versa may also be composed. Rattai pallavis or double pallavis are an interesting variety and are unique by themselves. The whole pallavi in this case consists of two independent pada garbham, melodically blended with each other. The first pallavi naturally suggests and leads on to the second. Both of them admit of independent treatment. In few Pallavi Sahityas, as we come across literary beauties like the Swarakshara Sandhis and the Gopucha and Shrotovahayatis. A classic example of a Swarakshara Pallavi is the famous one in Mohana Raga. Sariga Paga Inchene Sadha Paga Inchara. In the above example, the words in italics are the Swaraksharas. A well-known example is the Pallavi in Kambhoji Raga, composed in honor of Maharaja Swati Tirunal. Sadguna Nidhi Chandra Kulashekharendra. This composition admits a Gopuchayati in the following manner. Sadguna Nidhi Chandra, Guna Nidhi Chandra, Nidhi Chandra, Chandra Kulashekharendra. There are Pallavi Sahityas containing the names of their raga and tala. There are also Pallavis wherein the dhatu contains the 5 varieties of swara group patterns. The starting point or edipu of a Pallavi may be Sama, Atita or Anagata, varieties of Pallavi. Based on the musical construction, Pallavis may be classified into the following types. Chauka Kala Pallavi in slow tempo. Madhyama Kala Pallavi, medium tempo. Shat Kala Pallavi, Rattai Pallavi, Ragamalika Pallavi, Panchanada Pallavi, Dvitala Pallavi. A good example for a Ragamalika Pallavi is the Pallavi in 4 ragas and Aditala. Shankara Barananai Azhaithodi Vaadi Kalyani Darbarukku. In a Dvitala Pallavi, the construction of the Pallavi is in such a way that it admits of being rendered in 2 talas. Both the talas can be reckoned, one by each hand, and Niraval and Kalpana Swaram are performed accordingly. Based on the ideas contained in the Sahityas of the Pallavis, They may be classified under the following heads. Devotional. Example: Chekkagani Bhajana Jese, Shankarabaranam Aditala. Amras. Example: Kadai Kan Vaithu Ennai Paramma Karunakari, Raga, Kalyani and Rupakatala. Humorous. Example: Atangarai Orathile Oru Vandu Kirrana Kirrana Kattude, Bhairavi Raga, Jampatala. Satirical. Raga Mudra Pallavi. This type of Pallavi contains the Raga Mudra. Example: Shankarabarana Veni Ninnu, Shankarabaranam Aditala. Sholkattu Pallavi. This type of Pallavi contains jatis or sholkattas. Example: Ta ta dhimmi ta dhim yani sadha, Natakuranji Rupaka. Funny. Example: Kuttaladu kurange Marattai vittu irangu, Raga Bhairavi Aditala. The dhatu and matu of Pallavis taken as a whole will lead to the following classifications of Pallavis. Yati Pallavi, Swarasthana Pallavi or Swarakshara Pallavi, Vichitra Pallavi. Stages of exposition. Enunciation. The principal performer who has the privilege to start should sing the Pallavi of his choice in a clear manner, pronouncing the Sahitya's syllables correctly and indicating in unambiguous terms the Edippu, the Padagarbham and the distribution of the words in the Avarta. If he refrains from making any of these points clear in this preliminary stage, he is said to abuse his position as the principal performer. By this act of omission on his part, he does grave injustice to his accompanists, whose duty is, in this brief time, to grasp, assimilate, and reproduce the Pallavi in their turn. On such occasions, the senior musicians and the Rasikas present in the audience have a moral right to ask the principal performer to be fair and just to his accompanists and thus help them to grasp difficult Pallavis. In the case of solo stringed instrumental concerts, the Kacheri drama requires that the performer should sing the Pallavi 3 or 4 times so that the audience may, with the help of Sahitya, grasp better and appreciate it. Even instrumentalists who do not possess good voices should sing the Pallavi as a matter of course. Sangatis. The presentation of the Pallavi with its Sangatis or variations constitute the second stage. These variations are usually variations on parts of the theme and not on the whole theme. Anuloma and Pratiloma. The execution of Anuloma and Pratiloma with a reasonable degree of accuracy calls for intellectual standards. In Anuloma and Pratiloma, it is the fundamental theme of the Pallavi that is sung and not any of its Sangati. Tishram. Where Pallavis admitting of Tishram manipulation are chosen, the Pallavi is rendered in this new rhythmical garb. Niraval. From the aspect of Pallavi, Niraval is literally filling up, that is, filling up portions of the Pallavi theme with fresh and appropriate music. The Pallavi is presented in new melodic garbs, the rhythmical setting being kept intact. Kalpana Swaras. The ideal underlying the singing or performing Kalpana Swaras, as in other branches of Manodharma Sangītam, being the delineation of the raga in all its melodic richness, a true musician delights his audience by presenting swara combinations of varied luster, form, and revealing thereby the latent beauties of the raga. In a Pallavi theme, a few words of the Sahitya in the Prathamanga are replaced here and there by equivalent lengths of Kalpana Swaras. Raga Malika. Extempore swaras in different ragas are now attempted so as to form a garland of ragas. In each case, the extemporized solfa passage is concluded with a brief complementary swara passage in the Pallavi raga, and the original Pallavi is then sung. Sometimes, the Pallavi itself is transformed and presented in the new raga, the rhythmical setting being kept intact, and the swara passages are concluded with this new Pallavi. After the metamorphosed Pallavi is sung once, a couple of avartas of swaras in the original Pallavi raga may be sung and concluded with original Pallavi. At the conclusion of the Raga Malika, a string of extempore swaras in the original Pallavi raga is rendered and the Pallavi concluded. Thus, this section of the Pallavi development is brought to a formal close. Tala Malika. A few gifted musicians make a Tala Malika of the Pallavi. Here, the Pallavi is gradually compressed or expanded into other talas, that is, talas which differ from the original tala by a few akshara-kalas, and then presented. In the Tala Malika process, each new resulting Pallavi may be viewed as a separate regular Pallavi and expounded accordingly. Kalpana Swaras to the Pallavi in the new tala, as well as Raga Malika Kalpana Swaras to the Pallavi in the new tala can be attempted. Raga Tala Malika. A further variety can be obtained by making a Raga Tala Malika of the Pallavi, that is, by presenting each of the Tala Malika form of the Pallavi in a new raga as well. In fact, the varieties that are possible in the sphere of the Pallavi are unbounded and limitless, rendering in quicker tempo. As a crowning conclusion, the tempo of the original Pallavi is slightly quickened and sung. A few avarta in Madhyama Kala Kalpana Swaras are also sung, and the Pallavi is formally brought to a close with a brief alapana of the Pallavi raga.
So far in this session, we have discussed in detail about the Pallavi aspect of Manodharma Sangītam under various heads such as structure of Pallavi, characteristics of Pallavi, varieties of Pallavi and stages of exposition. With this, we come to the end of this session. We shall continue the rest in the next session. Thank you.
Thank you.